So my most recent video was of the APOL Kraken, alright, and I'll put a link to that in the description below in case you didn't catch that one. Now in that video I said that the great thing about APOL is that they have a whole bunch of accessories to really help you get the full use out of your chair. Now one thing that I really loved was like a upgrade in terms of their pillow set, and a footrest as well, and I intended to actually review that very quickly in that video, but I enjoyed it so much that I decided to talk about it in more detail in a separate video, just to give you guys all the details so you can decide whether you want to get that as well. Okay, now of course when you buy the APOL Kraken or any APOL chair, you get the standard neck rest or headrest and a backrest as well, okay? But I mean, that's a pretty standard one. It's a soft cushion, nothing special about it. It still works pretty well, but something like this. So this is the premium pillow set, all right? Which comes with this sort of headrest. You can see in terms of the design, it's very different. And it comes with this kind of backrest as well, also very, very different. Now, usually when I review a product, I talk about the price at the end and I'll tell you whether, you know, it's a good buy or not. But this time around, I'm going to talk about the price at the start and then give a bit of an explanation as to why it costs that amount. Okay, so the premium pillow set, which is both the headrest and the backrest, all right, comes in at $137, all right? Now, a lot of you might be wondering, like, why does it cost like almost a third of the chair itself just to buy that, okay? Now, just to clarify a few things. Now, if you buy the premium pillow set without a chair, all right, it's $137, Singapore dollars, right? Now, if you buy that together with a chair, it is $97. So you get quite a fair bit of the price. And also you still get to keep the original headrest and original backrest. It's not like, oh, if you swap with this, then they keep the original one. No, you actually get both. Okay, now talking about the headrest first before we talk about the backrest. So looking at the design, it is totally different from the original headrest, all right? You can see here there's a bit of a curve. Now this one actually hugs your neck, okay? And if you can see, it's taller than the original one as well. So you get the support all the way from the neck, all the way to the top of your head. And I gotta say, this is the most comfortable headrest I've ever had from any chair, whether it's gaming or not. Now, same for the backrest as well. As you can see, like, it's so big that it's more than the entire frame of the video. Now, the original backrest is a lot smaller, right? But this one, it's all the way from the lower back all the way to your mid back, all right? So you get a support and a sort of hug all the way, like pretty much 3/4 of your back. Okay, and it's not just about the design, right? Now, both of this in the premium pillow set uses a different kind of foam. It's a lot more dense. And I think it's closer to the actual foam on the chair itself, all right, rather than the normal headrest foam. It's a lot more dense, it's stronger, and you can tell definitely, like with the material and all that, it definitely costs a lot more to build. Now, considering the price again, so like I said, $97 if you buy, like for example, the Kraken and the premium pillow set, that comes up to about $490. I'm really bad at math, $495, I think. Consider this. Now, it's $495 for the chair and the premium pillow set. However, it is still cheaper than some of the more popular chairs that you can get, all right? And with the premium pillow set, I would say that in terms of support, comfort, it would win any other chair hands down. So yeah, one thing to consider if you do decide to get the Kraken, if you can fork out the extra like $97 to get the premium support pillow set, I would highly recommend it. Now, I realize you guys mentioned me talking about the Kraken a lot. So some of you might be wondering, what if I have the Behemoth? Now, that's where it gets a bit different. Now, okay, first of all, for the Behemoth, if you haven't seen it before, if you haven't had a chance to look at it in person, go take a look. The backrest of the Behemoth, I would say, actually provides a lot more, I would say a lot more cushion than the Kraken. The Kraken, the back is a bit more deep set, whereas the Behemoth actually has sort of like an inbuilt backrest already. So when you put the backrest from the premium pillow set, for me it's still okay, but for some people I can understand how it might be too much of a cushion and you start maybe sitting in front a bit too much. For the headrest, okay, headrest, no matter what, still fantastic. But there's a catch though. Now, if any of you have the Behemoth, you realize that it comes with sort of like a plastic disc. That's to sort of weave the original the headrest through, so that it doesn't fall off, because the holes of the backrest is a bit different. All right, now same thing for this. If you use the premium headset on this Behemoth chair without that disc, you will realize that it sort of droops a bit. So I hope you guys, if you guys bought the Behemoth, I hope you still have that disc. One thing I will say though to the guys over at APOL, it would be really nice if the headrest had sort of an attachment where you can adjust the strap, so then you don't need that disc at the back, and also it can be used in a lot more other chairs. But that's just a suggestion for me. Now the other thing is the APOL footrest, or like a premium footrest, okay? Now that comes in at $97. It is not cheaper if you buy a chair. So standard price $97. Now, what you might thinking, like, footrest? What are you talking about footrest? No other chair, whether it's a gaming chair or whatever, comes with a footrest. Now, I didn't think much of it as well, to be honest. But when it arrived and I used it, not just me, my wife as well, I was blown away. Now, for some reason, it actually sort of makes not just your feet more comfortable, but I think it's got something to do with position, how it elevates your feet. It just makes your entire experience sitting on a chair fantastic. And once again, they spared no thought in terms of detail. So the footrest can actually be split into two. So you can sort of adjust the height. So if, let's say, if it's too high, remove the bottom part, and then it's a lot lower, and then it will suit whatever kind of height that you want. And also at the bottom, it's got sort of like a non-slip surface. So regardless of whether you've got a tile or parquet or whatever, it's not gonna slip and your feet is gonna rest there beautifully. Okay, and very similar to the premium pillow set, it's got a fantastic sort of like a cold form density foam. It's really comfortable. And because it's got sort of like a velvet sort of finish on the footrest, it's so comfortable on your foot. Okay, so the big question, would I recommend this? Would I buy this? I think it's a big fat yes, honestly. Now, I will admit, if you buy all the premium sets together with the chair, it does, jump the price up almost to double. But if you can afford it, all right, it does, like I said, it does elevate the experience to a whole new level. I mean, I use the premium, the pillow set. I use the footrest. My wife uses it a lot as well, and it's so comfortable. And I would say the chair, together with the pillow set and the footrest, makes it sort of unique in its own way. And because the APOL provides something that no other chair manufacturer provides. And I will say, and I'll remind you guys again, you don't necessarily need the APOL chair for it. But I will say that the premium pillow set sort of fits the Kraken perfectly. I don't have the Sphinx, so I can't really say for sure. But for the Behemoth, it's good, but I would say absolutely perfect for the Kraken. Alright, and that about wraps up my review of the APOL Premium Pillow Set and the footrest. Now, don't forget guys, for the APOL Kraken, if you do want to get that chair, there is a promo code that you can find in my previous video on the APOL Kraken. So I'll put a link to that in the description below. But if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you will subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.